Welcome to the DK His, as you know what we talking about. Welcome to the DK His, that's what we gonna run our mouth. Hey y'all, just a little disclaimer. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. I don't know none of these people. I'm just giving my thoughts, my opinions, predictions on what I think I see and know and hear. And I want you to do the same down in the comment section. So don't take everything too seriously, but only with a grain of salt, because we be shoving it up in this kitchen. And welcome, glad to have you. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you've been here a couple of times, we'd love to have you in the fam bam. Hey y'all, the topic for today, and welcome to his house. If you're returning, welcome back, pretty gang. And if you are new, welcome to the his house. Feel free to like, share, subscribe at any time. We'd love to have you. All right, so my conversation for today is, how does the music industry get their money? Meaning the people in the music industry. And because I'm just curious, I want to know. I'm just having a real conversation just because, like, we know how a lot of the movies get their money is because they get paid when a movie hits the screen and stuff like that, yada, yada, yada. We get that. But with music is different than what it used to be. Like, we're not selling CDs, we're not selling cassettes, and, or do we? I don't know. I think a lot of the music that we have is on like iTunes or some platform like Spotify or something like that. And a lot of times those music don't be that expensive. It be like $2 or $3 usually. I may be wrong because I don't be on there like that. I think I may have an iTunes account that I need to close, but I don't really buy iTunes music. But I'm sure there's people out here who do. I really don't buy music. So I know if I don't buy music, I'm sure I'm not the only person buying music. So that makes me ask the question is like, how these artists getting their money? Because you hear so many times about how artists, have to let people go because they're not getting their funds. You hear about artists saying, don't believe the hype, is not everything it seems. A lot of people saying that a lot of the houses and cars and chains be rented. A lot of people will be saying like a lot of grimy stuff. Um, and like they have to do extracurricular activities that sometimes wind them locked up, and that makes more sense. Like they having to do stuff, and that's why they got all these, Ricos and different things out there. And I even heard a rumor of somebody like that's in the industry, like they have their little people doing stuff for them to get cash, and then they work their way up, and then they get like features and stuff like that. That was just heard, and that's alleged. So it makes you wonder, like, are music people really getting their money? And I'm saying this honestly and hopelessly because at the end of the day, something has to be done if they're not something productive, and they need to be more vocal to us and let us know. Sure enough, they get their money off for concerts. Beyonce has a concert coming up. I do plan on, you know what? I requested a concert. I didn't want to deal with the crowds. So that's my dilemma. Do I want to deal with the crowds or not? Because baby, it's going to be at two or 3 hours to get out the concert. It's going to be an experience, of course. It's going to be people probably just like touching you, breathing on you. So that's my dilemma. Like I want to go, but then I don't want to deal with the stuff that may come with it. So that's my dilemma right now. I need to start getting back out. I've been kind of closed in. So of course they get money off of concerts, but then too, a lot of concerts have been affordable, and sometimes you see now that the ticket prices are going up. Even with Beyonce, I heard like her to buy tickets were like in the thousands of dollars allegedly, and here, sometimes it's like a couple of hundreds, and it's just one person. So of course their dancers got to get paid, they got to get paid, and that's a lot of people don't think about. Like when you put on a video, like you got to pay the video editors, the editors, like that. All that money is not only going to them. They got producers, managers. It's just some people, they gotta get their cut, their share. So it's kind of like, oh man, like, are they really paid for real, for real? Is that like the limelight? Because to be honest, I really wasn't gonna say nothing, but I was. I haven't bought music, me personally, in almost over a decade. It may even be 2 decades at this point. No, it ain't been 2 decades, but it feels like it. But it's definitely been like a decade. I haven't purchased any music CD unless it's somebody that I knew who had music, and I purchased one of their CDs. Okay. I have no need to purchase any music. I have no need to purchase any music. I don't plan on purchasing any music. Even if I purchase them on iTunes, I haven't listened to it. I don't even know what's on my iTunes. Literally, it's no reason for me to purchase music if I can listen to it on the radio. I don't know if they get a cut. If I can listen to it on YouTube, I don't know if they get a cut. It's crazy. I feel like some of these people are getting their checks from social media and YouTube. Literally views and stuff on YouTube, and I'm not mad at it. Get it how you live, get it anyway necessary, because to be honest, YouTube has saved my life. Like, I love YouTube. You can find information on YouTube. You can read on YouTube. You can listen to music on YouTube. You can watch a movie on YouTube. I love YouTube, and I feel like they do get paid through that. And I've heard YouTubers or influencers get paid very well. But with that being said, how are the artists getting paid? Because like I said, there's people who got to get their cut, if that makes sense, especially if they're putting out a video. And true enough, sometimes the videos just be audio, which is cool. And due to COVID, a lot of artists were not able to perform. A lot of people were trying to buy their masters and different things, yada, 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 yada. So my issue is this, like, what help can be given to artists? Because like I said, literally I'm not buying music, and I really don't plan on buying music. I don't sit and listen to music like all the time, every day. If I'm dancing, I listen to music. If I want to relax and unwind, listen to music. While I'm driving, sometimes I listen to music. That's it. But I don't drive all the time. I don't relax all the time. I don't dance all the time. So the need for my music is not really there. And all I'm saying is just to bring an awareness to why maybe there's so much animosity in the alleged industry. People going ahead at each other, because it's like dog eat dog. It's like, and then you hear about artists trying to get rid of other artists. And maybe because they want their cut. And then it's like so many people trying to get in groups that they can't get in. They're not invited to, because people want this to keep all the web to themselves, apparently, allegedly. So I don't know. I just want to know, how do artists get paid? Because I'm not buying music. I don't plan on buying music. Are you buying music? And what music have you purchased? What music do you buy? Like, I stopped buying music when I realized it was free and available to me. All I can say and all I can hope is that these artists are getting paid for their music very well and highly, and they got some kind of agreement going on, because that does infringe on copyright infringement. So I feel like they should be getting paid a little bit more than natural influencers. But then too, I'm not aware, because not everybody watches just music on YouTube. So I'm confused. And that's probably none of my business. It probably should be really none of my concern, because I'm not a musical artist per se. But you do see artists, flexing on the ground, flexing all the time with this expensive cars, expensive rides, and all this expensive stuff. So it just makes me wonder how they're getting paid. And I feel like it's just a fair question, a simple question. And, and also it just gives a thought to people who are looking to go on into the industry, to realize the people that already got money may help you up. But sometimes you may have to be on borrowed time, borrowed jewelry, borrowed expenses until you come up. And that makes sense when they say, okay, sometimes you got to work your way up, and you may have to rent a chain, this and this and that, or it's borrowed from your manager or whatever. That makes more sense to me, and I'm not mad at it. I just feel like I would want more freedom and what is it, vulnerability, so people would know what they're walking into, what they're stepping into, what they're getting into. But don't get me wrong, I love the music industry. Music is amazing. I feel like you can touch different boundary lines and different people of all races and sizes with the music that comes out. So keep producing music, keep doing them hits, keep doing what you're doing, and I'm gonna keep listening. And the people that's paying, they're gonna keep paying. It just won't be me. Yeah. Well, as always, thank you for stopping by at the His House for your last tea, entertainment, and gossip and predictions. And we will definitely have more. So definitely come back and see us. And if you want to be notified, hit that bell and also subscribe, especially if you've been here before. Come back again and again. But subscribe and join the fam band. We'd love to have you. And if you liked anything that was said on today, or even made you laugh, joke, think, ponder, make sure you hit that thumbs up or that like button, especially if you agree or disagree, and comment down below.